the FFT store and rock our merchandise. Have a very good game. Give them woto woto. It dey inside when you score goals. And of course, you can flag our badge for the center of your chest. Check the comment section for the link to our store. Shop today and enjoy the match. Thank you. Okay. These weekends, they need to stop coming because the level of disappointment they keep delivering to United fans. But in the end, it's 2-2 draw. Punch it.
Do we actually deserve to be called a football club? I don't think so, because what we witnessed today is an abomination. That is. I don't know for any other Manchester United fan. For the first half, what I witnessed today was an abomination, because, like, I looked at this team and I'm. You see, what has been happening in Manchester United is as a result of bad habits that these players have picked over the years. It has accumulated. We have too many players that have bad habits. That even when you have good players, few good players, those players that are bad, that have picked up bad habits, will overshadow the efforts of the good players. Now let me break it down. You see, in life, we have good and bad habits. Also in football, we have good and bad habits. And we also have bad habits off the pitch and bad habits on the pitch. Now, off the pitch, we can talk about drinking, smoking, uncontrolled
sleeping on time, bad eating
playing
habits, nutrition.
That is off the pitch, bad habit. But on the pitch, the bad habits, losing the ball, making unnecessary mistakes, not covering your ground. And when these habits are not punished, it becomes a way of life. From then, it transcends to standard being dropped. Every day, Ten Hag keeps hammering standard. But how do you raise the standard of a group of players when individually they keep making these silly mistakes? You do not checkmate those mistakes. You do not punish those mistakes. When I mean punish, I mean punish. For example, if, for instance, in your first match as a Manchester United coach, and a player gives a misplaced pass, right there on the touchline, you checkmate him and tell him that the next time you make this mistake pass, you are leaving. Every other players on the bench will be like, wow.
These are the standards.
This guy means business. And when that guy makes that kind of mistakes, next match, don't put him. You are sending a message. Keep repeating it until everybody is level-headed. Now, we come to the goal that we consider the first goal. That goal was as a result of 3 mistakes. The first one is from Garnacho.
Højlund, we try to control her with chest first.
Højlund, I won't include Højlund. It's Garnacho, because that ball came very well to Garnacho. That lost control and pushed that ball. The second one is Kambuala, and the third one is Onana. Because if you look at Solanke, that guy took 6 seconds. Because I think he was trying to
down the middle, he could go anywhere. That post big go.
See, as much as because the place that Solanke wanted to play that ball, Maguire has already covered that angle. It made it difficult for Solanke to place that ball there. So the only option was that place. So Onana should have just saved that ball, but I won't dwell on that. So it has always been the situation every season. Now, while I keep hammering on these bad habits and good habits, I want to take example of City. You see, City has over the years built good habits by keeping the ball, protecting the ball, running, chasing down. When you lose the ball, you chase. They built this over the years, and therefore their standard have risen to the point they want it to be. Now, when City is playing a match, and for instance, maybe a defender makes a mistake in that match, as a result of them having good habits, it's either the defender corrects that mistake within that match, or in the next match, they bounce back. It is always easy for them to switch. But when you are used to, to bad habits, dropping standard, it is very difficult for you to pick up. At this point, we can't even do the basics, talking of playing football. Do you see what is happening? We can't even do the basics. Like, what is the basics? Pass, control. Manchester United players can't even do it. We only have 4 players that are good on the ball in this Manchester United team. The number 1 person is Onana. is calm and composed. Second person is Kobe Maino. The third person is Amad Diallo. These are the only players that are good on the ball, as far as I'm concerned in this team.
Bruno, why Bruno not in that list?
No, Bruno is not good on the ball. Bruno does not know how to control the ball. It's either he's taking too many, he's taking time releasing the ball, or he's releasing the ball at the wrong time.
Is that a new development, or he has always been like that?
Well, he has not always been like that, but I think at this point the young man is tired. Like there's nothing he can do. He's just trying to salvage the season and see maybe next season a better offer comes in and he goes to a better club. So it's so sad that we find ourselves in this situation. We really need to see. When I keep talking about Ten Hag, there's a reason why I keep questioning that guy. There's a reason why I keep questioning that guy. Look at our under-21 that played yesterday against Liverpool. Yeah. They lost 3-0. But if I watched that match, there was an idea what these kids were trying to do. Yeah. These kids were comfortable playing with the ball. But, you know, if you look at the Liverpool backline, some of them have played in the Premier League. You understand? So it was expected that, you know, these guys were better than our 21. But when you look at this Manchester United team, this team is dead. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but Ten Hag is not an elite coach. I cannot see a coach that can galvanize. You know, when you are trying to galvanize your players, guys, what are you doing?
Rally the troops.
I do not see it in him as in his personality. When you're talking about coaches like Diego Simeone, Mikel Arteta, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, these guys are freaks. These guys can go into the mindset of their players and change something that's been dormant and just somehow ignite that spark. I do not see it in Ten Hag. I don't know, maybe it's a result of language barrier or where he's coming from. But even when he speaks, like if he's speaking to the press, you understand? You know, I cannot see how that kind of person can, you know, put fire. No, I don't see it. Sorry, but the man needs to go.
Is there any saving this season now? You get anywhere where United save this season?
If you can go back to my previous video, when you asked me about Manchester United, I don't want us to qualify for Europe. Remember, if you can remember that video, because
the result may be the same.
Because qualifying for Europe is going to give us a four sprinters. I want these people to know. I want this club to know that these guys are done. Because if we should qualify for Europe, trust me, we might still be having Maguire. I don't think they will be forced to push Casemiro out. I don't think they might even want to renew Scott McTominay contract. They won't even want to keep Bruno and even Rashford. But when we don't qualify, then the board will sit down. Know that actually there's a fundamental problem from the culture of the players has been in this club. Which kind of players can we move? Which players are coachable? Because it is also important that when you're bringing in another coach, you have to identify those players that are coachable. Can these guys actually learn? Because right now, you don't expect a player of someone like Maguire to start learning how to, you know, it's not, if it's, you know, there's this language they used to say, if it didn't day, it isn't day. You understand? So if you know their body, you know their body. In fact, any babe now that wants, you know, space in her relationship, where we say she wants space from her boyfriend, they should just go and hire Manchester United midfield because those guys will give you space. The kind of space, like, we're so easy to play across. I don't know. Is it as a result of the organization, of how he's trying to organize the team, but the space is too much.
Tell me about Højlund now. Since coming back, he never recovered fully, and then your final thoughts on the game.
On Højlund, I feel sorry for the young man because he really needs to sort his feet. Yeah. You understand? Are you trying to control the ball with your right and shoot with your left?
What kind of number 9 do you want to be?
Exactly. Because you know, we've been complaining that they don't usually give passes to him, but he makes the wrong runs. Yeah. He's out of position. Even when he makes the right run and he has the ball, it's wrong. So I don't know. And I have to say this. People might not observe it, but I have to give kudos to Kambuala. You know, when he made that mistake, I tried to pay attention to see if this guy will actually learn. And if you look at from the match, he learned from the match. He recovered in the second half. He was proactive because those long balls that were thrown to Solanke, he noticed that, okay, Solanke will beat me when, you know, he's facing me. So what he did, he timed his runs and he was in front of Solanke and heading those balls out. So that is an improvement from a young defender.
So like is eligible to play for Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. I don't talk anything, no. Just say no wahala, Chuks. Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our video where you're supposed to like and all our social media links. I beg follow us on every platform because we get content